Hello again, everyone. This is probably going to be another event and me rambling on again. Just to warn you. But on Friday, I met with my therapist, and he was asking how I was doing and all that, and somehow I don't remember exactly, but we wound up on the topic of like what I had been eating and like how well I'd been eating. And he's just like kind of like giving me this lecture that I need to make sure that I am eating properly and taking care of myself and all that. And it's just like, I was sitting there like, okay dude, I think so far, because I've only seen him a few times, but I think so far that you do care, and like that's how he comes across as genuine, and like he does actually care. And the peer support person that I met with after I met with him on Friday said that like the DBT therapists do actually care and they're genuine, and like if he says that he cares, or if he acts like he cares, he does care. So it's not that I doubt that, it's just I didn't necessarily want, or maybe I did need it, but I didn't necessarily want a lecture on how I'd been eating and all that. So I'm just like, ugh. It's kind of, I'm like, okay, I know that I need to eat well and take care of myself. I do. Part of the problem is the fact that I can't go grocery shopping on my own because I don't have the money to, and I don't have transportation. So right now I'm dependent on my mom for that. So I can't necessarily go grocery shopping when I need to. It's kind of like, when she can, then I do go shopping, when she can take me. And also, being a vegan and shopping at a grocery store, like just a general grocery store or a supermarket, is really frustrating and tends to be really difficult in terms of finding food that I can and will eat, or first off can eat, or can use, consume, and then also stuff that I will like. So yeah, but I think he said that, or he said he has another client who is a vegan and who will, like, his case manager, whoever, had found some like grocery stores or whatever where you could get vegan food. So I think he's gonna let me know about that next time I see him. Another thing, and I actually told him this too, is with my IBS, it's pretty much like playing Russian roulette anytime I eat, because I never know if my stomach is going to react well to it, or if it's going to flip out and cause me pain and or make me have to go to the bathroom. And it's really not convenient, and it's not fun. And I have to go try to find a new doctor to see. There's one that's in the complex where I'm getting mental health help, but I don't know if they're actually open on Fridays, which is when I usually have appointments. So I'm probably going to wait until I go home for the summer and see about that, because it's just ridiculousness in my stomach. It's pretty much my enemy, even though that's not how it's supposed to be. My stomach and my intestines and all that. So to figure out how the heck to manage that and how to deal with it so that I don't have to worry about it as much. But it's just kind of like, I don't like when people are like, oh, well, what are you eating, or how much are you eating, or are you eating enough, you look skinny, like that kind of stuff. Like, are you sure you're getting enough food? Like, you look too skinny. And it's just like, or like my mom kept saying before, even after I told her I didn't like it, that she's like, oh, well, if a strong enough wind came by, you'd be blown away. It's like trying to say that I don't weigh enough to be able to stand my ground against the wind. And it's just like, it's like, okay, sometimes those comments are meant to be, or not, they're meant to be helpful, they're meant to be I don't know, I guess showing that someone cares. But even when it does come from a place of compassion and caring, it just comes across as rude, obnoxious, and like, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that. You don't know what the hell is going on. Just like, that's my business. It's not your business. Shut up and back off. Kind of a thing, which isn't necessarily the greatest response, but it just feels like you're being attacked, kind of, and it's not a fun spot to be in. Yeah. I don't know. I know that because my stomach has been acting up and not being my friend at all, that my eating hasn't necessarily been all that great. Partially because I'm afraid to eat, and partially because it's like, okay, well, if I'm afraid to eat, why should I eat, kind of a thing. Partially just not necessarily making sure that I'm taking care of myself how I should. Especially if I'm busy or stressed out or don't have enough food. Like, I went grocery shopping on Saturday, but before then, I pretty much just had snacks left in my apartment. Like, I didn't really have any actual meals. Which is another fun thing about being a vegan. It seems to be easier to kind of find snacks than actual meals. And I know there are brands that do have vegetarian and vegan options, or like they just have those, but those tend to be expensive, and when you're reliant on someone else for food and that person doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of money to spend, those options aren't really feasible, especially to stack up on them. Like, Amy's has, I think they pretty much just have vegetarian and vegan options. And I've had several of their products, and they're good. The problem is that they're ridiculously expensive. So, yeah. I don't know. Hold on. Sorry, I think I'm talking too much and my voice is getting wonky and my mouth is getting dried out. But, I don't know, I'm lonely, and I don't know, I think being this isolated isn't helping. Or I know it's not helping, and I can especially tell when I go to make videos, because I don't set out to make extremely long videos, but they wind up usually being rather long. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop this video now. Take care and stay strong, everyone.